everyone, welcome back to Creations with AG. A few things before we get started. I just got rubber bands with my braces today and now I can barely open my mouth, so if I have kind of like a lisp or my voice just doesn't sound the same, it's because I can't talk normally, so just bear with me guys. So welcome back to the Creations with AG photo contest. This week's theme was Book Week, and everyone was supposed to either recreate a scene from a book or recreate a book cover or do anything that's just related to books, and I'm just so excited to show you everyone's photos. As you guys know, I usually post these on Saturday, but it is Wednesday because I had Taekwondo on Saturday and I had some other things I needed to get done, and I thought, you know what, I have a very consistent posting schedule. I think for the second time I've ever done this on AGTube, I'm just going to post later that week, and no one seemed to care, so I released a bunch of shorts on Saturday. Go check them out if you already haven't. I got a lot of new stuff. So now let's get on to the announcements. The only announcement I have is that All for AG Productions told me she had to drop out because she was getting busy with school and other activities, and we're going to miss you so much, but I really enjoyed having you in this contest. I'm not sure if I'll do an elimination. I really just got to get a feel for everything. I'm just going to be so indecisive like that. I hope you guys are okay with that. So I'll see when I'm done with the photos if somebody has been inconsistent, and then I might do an elimination. So yeah, let's just get on to the photos. Our first photo comes from Our American Girl, and this is just so good if you really think about it. So she did a scene from Keeper of the Lost Cities Never Seen, which is the fourth book of the greatest series of all time. If you guys are like, what is Keeper of the Lost Cities? Go check it out. We actually have a huge community of AGTubers who love the series, and I don't want to spoil anything for those of you who haven't read the book. I haven't even read this part of the book, but I'm starting the fourth one. And this is a scene with Keith and Sophie, and your dolls look so good. The outfits are amazing. I love how you left the shirt untucked, because that is just a thing about Keith. And then Kira as Sophie looks super good. You can't see how she has green eyes, which is really good because that'd be weird. And it just looks so good. Their outfits are great. Everything looks great from the scene, even though I haven't read it. And really, I have no critiques for this photo. It's just really cute. I do wish you would have messed up the boy doll's hair, because that's the thing about Keith, his hair is always messy. So if you could have done that, that would have been great. But other than that, everything looks amazing, and you did a really great job. Our second photo comes from ARS Productions. And you said you were trying to create the cover of the original Meet Felicity book from, like, back when she was, like, back before she was Be Forever, because this outfit she's wearing isn't from that. You did an amazing job. This is so cute. It's probably just your house in the background, but it looks so old-fashioned the way it's blurred and everything. Felicity looks so perfect, so adorable how she's walking. You said you tried really hard to get her to look at the camera, and I can say that you did. She's not doing it completely, but other than that, I have no critiques. You guys are just doing so amazing this week. Like, way better than last week. This is just so good. I'm just loving this theme, and this is just such a gorgeous photo, and all I can see is the cover, and you just did an amazing job. This photo comes from AG Closet Dolls, and you are recreating The Green Girl by Ken Adams, and this is what the original cover looks like. I have never heard of this book, but I really love how you sent me the cover with it so I could see how it was supposed to look. So you said you still had limited resources, and I think you just did an amazing job. Like, this doll doesn't have green hair. I think this is just your Leah doll you're with, or wait. Yeah, I think it's Leah. I don't know how you did the hair. It just looks like, literally like she's wearing that hair. Like, that's her wig. I can't. Maybe you have a green wig with you, but I doubt it. This looks so good. My only critique would be you can kind of see the white around her head where you edited it, and the font that you typed was just the normal font, and it's not the correct one to cover the book cover, and there are usually more fonts in editing apps you can get. So those are my two critiques, but other than that, you did an amazing job, and I really liked your photo. Our next photo here comes from AG Peace and Hope, and oh my gosh, this is just so good. I'm sure all of you have heard of these books. These are the Little House on the Prairie book series, and I read them all a few years ago, and they are so amazing. I even watched a few seasons of the show. There was just like 10 seasons. I couldn't get through all of it, but this is just so amazing. So here's how the original cover looks to those of you who haven't seen it. Just like, look at this, guys. It is exactly the same. You told me this photo took you like 2 hours or something to edit, and I can see why. The fonts are almost identical. I'm sure this was the closest one you could find, and it looks just so good. I can't, it's just so good how she's walking on top of the house, and the doll inside is like, it just looks like the original one. Honestly, I have no critiques for this photo. It is just too amazing. Your font is perfect, and I just love it so much. So amazing job. Our next photo comes from AG Craziness, and yes, let's go, another Keeper of the Lost Cities. So, you decided to not even do a book cover or something with books, you just do something from a book, and those pieces of paper on the wall are so cute, I love it. And my favorite part about this photo is honestly the one she's holding that says Keef, Sylvanie. Like, that is just so funny. Sometimes my friend will just come up to me and start going like, Keef, and I'm like, Okay, you're so annoying. It's so funny because like that's how I imagine her voice to be like high pitched like that, and just seeing this written on a piece of paper, it just makes me want to laugh. Those of you who haven't read Keeper of the Lost Cities are like, what in the world is Keith? It is a person. It is the greatest character ever. So you have a bunch of pieces of paper hanging on the wall with quotes and pictures, and I think it's just so cute. One of them has all of their names, and one of them has a picture, and then one of them says Dex, and then one of them says hashtag. Oh, I can't see anymore. Hashtag something has to do with Keeper of the Lost Cities. And Leah looks so cute. I don't know where you took this, but that is just adorable. Honestly, no critiques. You used the same dress as Cora, which is funny because it definitely gives off Keeper of the Lost Cities vibes of like a casual dress. But this is just so cute. I honestly have no critiques at all. This is just too perfect, too creative. This is going to be impossible to pick a first place, guys. Ugh. This next photo comes from AG Otter Family, and you said you were recreating a scene from the Hunger Games where someone dies and somebody is burying them. I'm sorry, I can't remember the names. I have not read this book series. I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't know where you took this. This looks just like the woods in my backyard. This is just so beautiful. Your dolls look amazing. Leah's hair is just so pretty, and their outfits are amazing. I have seen some like pictures and stuff from that series, and this definitely fits it, and I just love it so much. I honestly don't know what to say because I haven't read the scene, but it's super creative and a really pretty photo, and honestly I have no critiques. There's no weird shadows, the lighting is great, and you can see everything happening, so amazing job. This photo here comes from the AG world, and this is so cool. You were like emailing me being like, can I just like use books, or does it have to be like a book cover, a scene or something? I was like, no, just use something with books, and this is just so pretty. You said you used all of your books, and there's still more out of the frame I can't see, and I have a whole spot on my bookshelf for American Girl books. They're just so good, and I actually don't have a few of these I see on here, but I have most of them, and this is just so pretty. Your doll looks great just laying out over the books. I do wish you would have let her hair down though. The slick back ponytail, it isn't doing it for me in the photo. I kind of would have liked the hair sprawled out over the books, and I don't know, just would have added a more messy, cute, I'm laying on a pile of books vibe, but I don't know. I would have twisted the sleeves on her sweater down too and not tucked them over her thumbs, because you can see how they're kind of twisting up and it's drawing away my attention. Other than that, no critiques. This is so cute and amazing job. Our third to last photo comes from AG in Life, and you are obviously recreating the cover of Dork Diaries. I haven't read these, but I have heard of them, and this is just so cute. You used the exact cover, so here is what the actual cover is right here. So as you can see, the original one did not have any color. It was just like a sketch, but you could see they were wearing like pleated skirts and longer jackets, and that's exactly what your dolls were wearing. Obviously, your hair of your dolls is not like as poofed out as the one in the drawing, but that really doesn't bother me at all. Your Mary Ellen doll, who I think her name is Charlotte, is looking at the camera, but then the Rebecca doll isn't. She's kind of looking more down, and she's kind of supposed to be looking out. So honestly, that is my only critique. This is so good. I don't know how you guys are getting like these exact covers and everything. They're just so amazing, and I can't. This is so good. Great job. This photo comes from American Girl Bliss, and honestly, extra points for making the screen half and half so I could see both, because I had to keep cutting back and forth with the other ones, and this one I can just see both. And oh my gosh, the outfit, how do you have the same clothes? Like the skirt is exact, you have that high socks, the shoes is the only thing different, but like you have the same green jacket, and it's just so good. I think you're probably using Samantha because she has bangs, but I would have tried to tuck her hair or something, because the person in the original photo, I've heard of these series. My mom said she loved them when she was a kid, but I'd never read them. Her hair is like a bob, and then Samantha's obviously isn't, so I wish you would have like tucked it or something, but I'm sure you're just using her because you needed a doll with bangs. She's looking down at the dog, and this is just so cute. I wish the dog would have been, I don't know, the dog is a little bit bigger than it should be, like sized compared to the doll in the picture. I wish you could have made the dog come back a little bit so it was more looking like pointing at the original doll. I cannot talk today, guys. I'm trying to say the dog isn't in the perfect spot, but you still did an amazing job, and I love this, and I'm going to stop rambling on because I am probably not making any sense. Our last photo comes from JoJoB10. For some reason, I feel like I always show your photo last. I don't do it on purpose. I just add all of the photos, and then I just voice over them. I don't know why this is happening, but you did 11 Before 12 by Lisa Grunwald, and I have never heard of these series. I feel like I might have seen them before, but I know nothing about them. But you did such a great job with this. They were both supposed to have sunglasses, you said, so your Joss doll is in normal glasses, and you apologized for that. But before I continue, here's the original cover, and you just did such a good job making it look the same, and I am just so proud. I honestly have no critiques. An amazing job. So this photo here is what I would have submitted for book week, by the way, just random thing. And now it's time for the rankings, and I am just understand that I had the hardest time I've ever had doing the rankings for this, and just, yeah, I had a really hard time, and your photos were all so amazing, and pretty much this week, all of you deserve to win first, so this is so hard. First place goes to AG Peace and Hope. This is just such a good photo. All of your hard work paid off, and you did an amazing job. I couldn't really critique anything about this photo. It was just too perfect, so great job. The AG World gets second place. What could scream books more than this photo? Third place goes to American Girl Bliss. I mean, look at this. She did the best recreation, well, other than AG Peace and Hope. This was just so good, and I really liked it. Fourth place for AG Otter Family. Fifth place for Our American Girl. Who has the time to rip up and write on all of these little pieces of paper? This is just so good. Sixth place for ARS, and this is just really good. Looking at the camera doesn't really mean everything because everything else made up for it, so great job. Seventh place goes to AG Craziness. Sorry you got put all the way down here. Even though you did something with the book, it just didn't make me think of a book by looking at it, because I know what Keeper of the Lost Cities is, but if I didn't, I would have just thought this was a doll decorating a room or something, and her hair also is not looking the best, but that's why I got put all the way down here. I still love this photo, though, and I would be so happy if I would have taken this, because you are just so creative. It just didn't give the most book vibes. Eighth place goes to JoJo B10. The doll's outfits aren't similar enough for me, but this is still a really good photo. It just kept getting demoted for some reason when I was doing the rankings, and I'm really sorry, but this is just really good, and I love it. 11th place goes to AG in Life. You just barely made it by without being eliminated because this photo was just really good. I don't know how it got put all the way down here, but the doll's hair wasn't looking the best, and I don't know. Like I said, had a really hard time. I keep regretting all of my decisions, and I'm like, no. It really doesn't matter, everyone, what placing you got. It matters who gets eliminated. And there will be an elimination, so sorry to say, but AG Closet Dolls is eliminated. I know you're new to AGTube, and I was new to AGTube when I first joined, and I did not win my first photo contests, and I had a lot more to learn. Photography is definitely my thing, and maybe making videos is more of yours. I noticed with this photo the backdrop definitely wasn't the same, and there was just a few more things that were wrong with this one, but I know you had limited resources. I know you're on vacation, you didn't have a pass, and I just admire you for entering, and I feel really guilty eliminating you because you're just so good, but then I have to remember that everyone here is really good this cycle, and I'm used to there being a lot of bad photographers, but everyone here is just really good, and I really enjoyed having you. I hope you'll join again next cycle and that you understand and keep up what you're doing, because you'll get so much better and eventually win a photo contest if you just keep practicing and learning from other people. And I really enjoyed having you, and I hope you're not mad at me, and thank you again for entering, and I really appreciate it. Oh, hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!